Hey though, what's happening? This is Apex, and you're now tuned into the Apex 3900 program. And today I want to talk about order, discipline, and focus. Right now, this is something that's been on my mind for the past couple weeks, and I've been meaning to talk about it. Right, but something happened this morning which really prompted me to do this. That being, by the way, it's President's Day currently. Shout out to the Commander in Chief, Joe Byron, and all the former Commander in Chiefs that came before him. With that being said, I woke up early because I wanted to hit the gym. We got a gym in our barracks, and I wanted to try it out. It's gonna be my first time hitting this gym. So I got there. Before I got to the gym, I must have woke up what 06:30. I checked my messages, and I have a message from my daughter. My daughter has her own phone. Now, her grandfather, which is her mother's father, bought her the phone. Her mother asked me to buy her the phone. I was against it because I'm like, she's too young to have a phone. But she got the phone, and as long as her mother is doing the proper, doing her due diligence to keep her isolated from things that she shouldn't be engaging with on the phone, I'm perfectly fine with it. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of in favor of it now, you know. But anyway, I get some messages, two messages from my, no, actually three. It was like a voice message, and well, basically she was just on a voice message. She was just arguing with her little brother about something. It was just, you know how kids pocket dial you and all that other stuff. But anyway, she sent me two pictures that she had drawn, right? And she took a selfie with her in these pictures. Two selfies, right? In the picture red, it had my daughter's name, and it said "not love you." Then she drew like a broken heart, and she drew like a frowny face. Really, really some really triggering shit. You know what I mean? It could have been triggering to some people to have their daughter draw a picture of that and then take a picture of them holding said picture and send it to their father. Some fathers would have been very upset about that, right? But just a few days prior, it was Saturday morning. She called me Saturday morning, right? And FaceTime me. And I was talking to her, and she was just bubbly, glowing, smiling. I had printed out recently. I had printed out a picture of my mother and my father, and I put it in a picture frame, put it up on the wall, and I also printed out a picture of her, put it in a picture frame, and it's sitting on one of my desks in my room, right? And I'm going and I'm showing her the pictures. Now, my father died in 2017. My father died when she was very young. She was like 2 or 3 when my father passed. So she really don't know my father like that, right? But I have several pictures of her and my father together, right? My father holding her and all this other stuff. So, this is an old picture of my mom and my father back when they were married. I want to say the picture, to date, the picture is probably from like late 70s, early 90s, because, I mean, not early 90s, early 80s. Because, my father got this 70s, 80s style suit on, and they both got afros and shit. I'm looking at it right now as I'm making this video. It's funny. But I showed my daughter the picture, and I say, "Who is that?" And she said, "That's grandma." And I said, "Who is that?" She said, "I don't know." I said, "That's pops. That's pops. That's your grandfather." She said, "Oh." And I said, "Look at this." And then I showed her a picture of her, the pictures that I had of her, and I said, "Who is that?" She said, she looked at it. She said, "That's me." She said, "Why do you have a picture of me?" And I said, "Because I want to see your beautiful face every day." And she was like, "Oh." Well, I was like, "Babe," because I had to go downstairs on Saturday. I had CQ duty. If you know anything about CQ duty in the military, it's basically you got to sit at this desk in the barracks, and you're basically just like security. People come to the CQ desk, ask you for things like if certain doors need to be unlocked to get cleaning supplies, or if certain doors need to be unlocked to fucking go to the laundry room, or et cetera, et cetera. We patrol the CQ to make sure nobody's getting accosted, and if, we're just doing watch on the barracks and shit, right? And it's a 24-hour shift. You're supposed to be there, check in at 8, and you're relieved at 8 o'clock the next day, right? So it's a whole 24-hour shift. So I'm like, "Babes, I'm going to have to let you go because I got to go to work," right? She's like, "Okay, I'll talk to you later." I was like, "I love you, babes." She's like, "I love you, daddy. Bye." Hung up the phone. I'm feeling good. I just talked to my babes, even though I got CQ on Saturday and it's supposed to be a 4-day weekend. We have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off because of President's Day. But I really wasn't tripping that they put me on this Saturday detail, the Saturday CQ. I was like, whatever. And it was also cool because the sergeant that was on duty with me, he brought his PS5. So shit, we was down there playing fucking UFC and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? We was down there kicking it, man. Really good times. Really, I had a real good time on CQ the other day. But anyway, so fast forward to today. I wake up and receive those messages. Now, I know over the course of 2 days, my daughter just didn't go from being ecstatic to talk to me and being all bubbly and smiley when I was talking to her. And I told her that I loved her, and she replied, "I love you too, Daddy." From now, she's drawing a whole picture about how she stating that she doesn't love me in said picture that she drew. That's not coming from her. That's coming from her BMT of a mother, that being the baby mama terrorist. Shout out to Mr. Palmer. And I said, you know what? Cause my knee jerk reaction obviously was anger, right? I got a little angry about it because I know my daughter didn't. This didn't come from my daughter. She was prompted to do this by her mother. And I wanted to get on the phone and inquire as to why she did that. I wanted to ask her mother why is my daughter sending me these pictures, right? But I'm like, let me chill because I'm about to go work out, and if I text this bitch now, she gonna be blowing up my phone with like 1,000 texts while I'm trying to do my workout, and I don't need that shit on my mind while I'm lifting these heavy fucking weights. You know what I'm saying? It's about focusing. It's about focus. It's about focus, right? I needed the discipline to not give in to my emotions and contact this woman as to why my daughter sent me these pictures. And because I needed to remain focused at the task at hand. Because you see, I have order in my life. My life now is vastly more orderly than it was 2 years ago back before I joined. Way more orderly. My shit is precise. The way I do my shit is precise. I get up, do my, how my workouts is right now. Currently, right now, we don't have company PT. We do PT on our own due to the uptick in COVID, right? So what I do is I'll get up at 04:30. I'll go work out from this is during the work week. But since we're off today, I slept in an extra 2 hours. But I'll get up at 04:30, get to the gym at like 5, work out until 7, eat chow at 7:30. After that, go back to my barracks, shit, shower, shave, get ready to go to work and report to work at 09:30. Then when I get off at work, let's say 1700, that's 5 p.m. for you game tardy motherfuckers. Then I'll immediately go grab some chow, bring it back home. I won't eat it. I'll just grab a to-go plate, go to the gym for another additional hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on how I'm feeling. Come home, eat, shower, go to sleep, rinse, wash, and repeat. That's the order of my life. My life is very orderly. You know what I'm saying? And it's imperative that brothers detect the disorderly elements in your purview. If you have someone in your circle that is very disorderly, oh, another thing, right? So I get to the gym probably about 07:30, 07:40. I stretch, I do my stretches, I do my warm up set, and then I get into my workout probably about 08. I finish around 09:45. I finish my workout, right? I go grab chow, bring a to-go plate back to the bees, which, I went, ate there, right? Then grabbed the to-go plate. The to-go plate was a salad because I'm trying to cut down. So when I got home, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to text her and inquire as to why my daughter drew those pictures, right? So I text her and I said something to the effect, I was like, why did my daughter draw these pictures? I said, I just talked to her the other day on Saturday and everything was cool, but now out the blue, she's drawing these pictures and sending me these pictures. Like, what's up with that? So I took screenshots of the pictures. I tried to send the picture and the message attached to the pictures. And as soon as I did, the little red circle icons popped up saying, fucking will not deliver, right? I'm like, do I got this bitch blocked? Because, the messages aren't going through. So I'm like, do I have her blocked? Because sometimes I do have to block her. Like when she called me and asked for money and I say, I'm not giving it to you, and she gets to fucking trying to blow up my phone and shit, I have to block her, and I'll just put her ass on timeout for about a week or so. Then I'll unblock her. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. Let me adjust. Got this new chair. This new little gamer chair. Okay, that's as low as it's gonna go, huh? Alright. So sometimes I do have to block her. So I went to my contacts, put up her name, and I scroll down and I'm like, I look at it and it's like, block this caller. I'm like, so I don't have her blocked. I'm like, oh, she got me blocked. Oh, okay. She got me blocked. All right. So I didn't want to tell my mother because, just a quick aside, she has my baby mama, that being my baby mama. My baby mama has more respect and deference for my mother than she does for me. And I'm saying, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, why is this bitch giving more respect and deference to my mother? My mother ain't gonna take care of you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to take care of my mother as she progresses in age. You know what I'm saying? Like I already got in my mind that, you know, when I get married or whatever, and I start having kids, you know, I have my wife, I have my kids and all that. I already have it in my mind that I need a house that can accommodate my wife and I and our kids and my mother. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to make sure that my mother, you know, her former years, her golden years are, you know, as comfortable as possible, you know. So I was like, I'm not gonna bother her because I know in the past I've used my mother as like a liaison with my baby mother. Because, quick aside, my mother's an alpha female. Now I know a lot of brothers in this space say there's no such thing as an alpha female. There's no such thing as an alpha female. Yes, there's no such thing as an alpha female in comparison to a man, to an alpha male. Yes, you're correct there. But there is an alpha female in comparison to other females. And that always within the manosphere space, that concept that brothers was touting, hey, there's no such thing as an alpha female, it never sat right with me. You know what I'm saying? And recently, Jason Black has been beating the drum about alpha females and dispelling the notion that there's no such thing as an alpha female. And I'm in total agreement with him because I'm like, shit, my mother is preeminent amongst women. You know what I'm saying? Like she's light skinned, tall. Like my mother's like what, 5'8", 5'9". My dad is what, five. My dad was like what, 5'10", 5'11", and I'm 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? So my mother was tall, light skinned. She had light gray eyes, beautiful face, beautiful smile, and she was a hard worker, very good at her job. She was a nurse, retired nurse. And I mean, she had articles in the newspaper back home throughout the 90s and throughout the 80s and even the 2000s and even the late 2010s. You know what I'm saying? She had articles in the newspaper with her face in it. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just that motherfucking badass at her shit. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin, another quick aside, let me give an additional digression. But I have a cousin, right? This the daughter of one of my first cousins, so I guess she's like my first cousin once removed or whatever. But she's 18 now, and she's going into the nursing field, right? And she's doing her clinicals at the same hospital that my mother cut her teeth in, right? And my mother was telling me how this particular cousin of mine, as she was going through her clinicals, she was walking through the halls and she was seeing a whole bunch of pictures of my mother. And she was telling my mother how she felt like she had some big shoes to fill because she's walking through these halls and she's seeing all these pictures of my mother. You know what I'm saying? So my mother is an alpha female. You know what I mean? And I'm reminded of the line from Sparta from 300 when Leonidas' wife was like, "Oh, you know, only Spartan women give birth to real men." Shout out to my dude, man. Shout out to my dukes, man. But I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I don't want to bother my mom because I don't want my mom fucking reaching out to her and inquiring as to why my daughter would do such a thing. And then her and my mother get into it, and you know, now the shit's on my mother's mind. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on her mind. You know, so I kind of sat back, but then I was like, let me text her anyway. So I just let my mother know, and I was like, don't contact her, don't engage her at all. Just let her stew in whatever miserable state that she's in right now. But I I briefed my mother on, a if you get any text messages or any voice messages from my baby moms that is that could be considered out of pocket, document it, screenshot it, document it, send it to me, because now I'm building a fucking folder. I'm building a war chest. I'm building a war chest. And when I come back home, me and the old gal, we going to war. We going to WAR. And I don't mean like on the battlefield type of shit. No, I mean like, nigga, we going back to 11th and Locust. You feel me? I want my fucking rematch. That's 11. The family courthouse is down on 11th and Locust for you game tardy motherfuckers. But yeah, we going back to 11th and Locust. Yeah, I definitely want my rematch. We gonna have to run that one back. She gonna have to run that fade with me at the courthouse. Real shit. But then I I talked to my mother about it, and then it came to me. I said, "Oh, that's why she mad. I know why she mad. She's mad because in our parenting agreement by the state of Missouri that I went that we went and drew up in the fucking courtroom, we're supposed to alternate on the years that we can claim the my daughter, right? I'm like, we're supposed to alternate. So like, she's supposed to get even years, I'm supposed to get odd years, something to that effect. However, she has never allowed me to claim my daughter on her taxes. She has yet never allowed me to do that. Like, she works for the city, so she'll get her W-2s, run down to fucking H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt or wherever the fuck, and fucking file her shit real quick. And I'm like, hold on, bitch, it's my year to claim shorty on my taxes. I text her like, hey, it's my year to claim my daughter on the taxes. She's like, well, I can't do it. I need the money. I need the money. Okay. Well, this year, oh ho ho ho, you see, I'm GI. I'm government issued. I work for the military. I work for the Department of Defense. We get our W-2s early. We get them as soon. We're like the first motherfuckers to get them in the United States. We get our shit first. And we don't have to, they don't come in the mail. So I don't have to wait until they mail them off. No, we go to a military website, we pull them up, and we print them off right there. Boom. As soon as they say, hey, W-2s are available, go to the website, boom, 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 print it up, boom, bam, easy peasy. And then I ran my ass down to the tax place and put shorty on my taxes. So I'm like, oh, that's what it is. She upset because I claimed shorty on my taxes. But here's the thing that my mom pointed this out. She was like, she got 3 kids. She can only claim 2. So she got 2 other kids by 2 other niggas. She can claim them. You know what I'm saying? But now she want to throw a hissy fit and coerce my daughter into doing some fuckery because she's upset that I claimed her on my taxes. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, man, focus. I'm talking to you great American Negroes. Focus. You need laser focus, because easily, I want to say maybe 2-3 years ago, especially when I landed myself in the hospital back in 2019. I the wicked machinations of my baby mama really got into my head and really prohibited my focus, and it almost cost me my life. If any of y'all know the story, I'm not gonna belabor y'all with that story, but you know. But now I'm at a level now where my focus is like damn near over 9,000. You know what I'm saying? And all praise is due to the Most High for blessing me with wisdom and discernment, because I quickly sat back and thought about it, and it came to me, oh, she's salty about me claiming Shorty on my taxes, and she not able to claim her on her taxes. You know what I'm saying? Because she probably let one of her dusty ass baby daddies claim they kid on their taxes so they can flip the tax money. buy a QP to flip the tax money and shit, you know. Oh shit. So yeah, brothers, remain disciplined, remain focused, man. But yeah, that's all I got on that one, man. Thick Gezel, man. Get up on that.